hate it. I still hate it, but initially I went into it with a positive outlook. I was not one of the people that thought it was going to be bad.
I'm just gonna straight up say, if the game was multiplayer by itself, it won't survive.
Alright folks, let's settle this once and for all. I know, when I say Blackout 4, some of you are already sharpening your pitchforks and lighting your torches. But before you storm my channel and unleash the comic section equivalent of a nuke, hear me out. Blackout 4 wasn't that bad.
Are you serious, my brother?
In fact, it was pretty good. Okay, let's address the elephant in the room. Black Ops 4 didn't have a single player campaign. I know, right? It was like a Taco Bell suddenly deciding to stop selling tacos. Like, what were they thinking? But hey, before you throw your controller through the wall, let's remember that Call of Duty campaigns are usually about as deep as a kiddie pool.
Are you a terrorist?
No!
You look like one.
Okay. Anyway, I mean, do you really need another America saves the world from bad guys? Oh yeah, brother, let's do it, brother! Instead, Treyarch decided to go all in on multiplayer, zombies, and of course, Blackout. The Battle Royale mode that was the cool kid in school before Warzone showed up and made everyone forget its name. Although, I think Blackout is way better, which I will dive in later on in the video. Now, let's talk multiplayer. And you know... Oh, Jesus Christ, that was bad. You know that mode where your teenage neighbor with the gamer tag XXSnipeGod420XX makes you question your entire existence. I'm talking bottle of G Fuel in one hand, controller in the other, sweatband on the forehead, sweaty, but let's be real here, wasn't that half the fun? The game had a nice blend of old and new with this specialist system. Sure, it wasn't perfect, and sometimes you felt like you were in a Michael Bay film with all the explosions, but it was pure, unfiltered chaos. And that's exactly what made it fun. And let's not forget the maps. Yes, some were questionable. This map right here, this one. But who can forget Nuketown? It's like that one crazy friend you have who always down to party, even if things get a little out of control. Zombies. The mode that's basically Call of Duty's version of a B-movie horror flick. Ridiculous storylines, check. Endless waves of the undead, double check. But that's exactly why we loved it. Black Ops 4 Zombies has some of the most bonker maps. And Roman Coliseum? The Titanic? Okay, personally I like that map. Okay, I know a lot of people didn't like that map. It was like someone took all the wild ideas from the brainstorming session and said, yeah, let's do all that. Let's do all that. Sure. Keeping track of the convoluted storyline was like trying to follow Inception after a few drinks. I actually made a previous video about that on how I actually do not like the storyline on Call of Duty's issues, and you could check that out. But the gameplay was solid. Plus, the Easter eggs gave us all the reason to pretend we were Sherlock Holmes, which once again, I didn't really like very much. Hashtag shout out to Skewer Ritual. And then there was Blackout. The mode that had a brief moment in the spotlight before Warzone came in and stole its lunch money. But you know what? Blackout deserves some love. It was the first time Call of Duty dipped its toes into Battle Royale waters, and it wasn't half bad. The map was a love letter to fans, with locations from all the classic Black Ops maps. Oh man, who didn't love zooming around in those ATVs like you were auditioning for the next Fast and Furious movie? Sure, Blackout had its quirks, like getting sniped by someone camping on a hill 3 miles away, but that's Battle Royale. Baby, it was chaotic, it was intense, and it was fun. Yeah, fun, remember that? So, was Black Ops 4 perfect? Absolutely not. But I'm making this video because it didn't deserve that much hate. I actually truly believe that it having not a campaign is kind of funny because I never heard anyone actually buy Call of Duty for its campaign. Never heard that. I always hear people buying it for its multiplayer or for its zombies. And to be honest with you, Black Ops 4, the only reason why I personally think it failed was because the zombies actually changed and shifted way too much, which I don't know why. But it had the most zombies maps. And as for multiplayer, once again, I don't know why they were changing it. I guess they were trying to experiment. I guess people were complaining about it. I'm not too sure. But Black Ops 4 was fun. But at its core, it was a game that brought people together for some good old-fashioned, over-the-top, adrenaline-pumping fun. Maybe it's time to dust off that old copy of Black Ops 4, pop it into your console, and remember what made it great. Or, you know, just rage quit after getting obliterated by a dude with a shotgun. Either way, let's give Black Ops 4 the credit it deserves as a Call of Duty game that was actually pretty good. So the next time someone trashes Black Ops 4, just tell them it wasn't that bad. Seriously. And if you're still mad about no campaign, just remember, you probably wouldn't have finished it anyway.
Buried in my grave, 6 feet deep under, but my body won't decay. Cause my messages are timeless, so they'll put them on display. Oh yeah, I rap with a certainty, I have a sense of urgency, a message for eternity, for everyone internally. I had some people burning me, but